Everyone, welcome to Mavs Sports Take, episode 95, your unmuzzled sports talk, focusing on the business side of the sports world. We're taking a little bit of break to the hard-hitting news because we have the first ever Mavs Sports Take live fantasy draft. We're going to have people in the league that are going to be kind of cycling in throughout the show. Of course, I am Ryan Roberts at Rise and Draft on Twitter. Of course, I am usually joined by 18-year scouting vet across the NFL, CFL, and Arena League, including 3 straight Arena League championships with the Arizona Rattlers, David Turner. But he is having some technical issues. But we had to get this draft started because it is scheduled for promptly at 8:30, which is only 56 seconds away. But like I said, the good news about this type of show is that if you're following out there in the Twitterverse, if you're following out there in YouTube land, wherever you're coming to Mavs Sports Take tonight, we're going to have a few different drafters on the show for tonight. So David having some technical issues is not as big a deal as it might usually be because I don't have to run this solo. I have with me right now, as we are 28 seconds away, my father, Ray Roberts. Ray, how are you?
I'm good, Ryan. How are you?
Good, Dad. Good. Excited to get this started. This is the first ever fantasy draft that we are doing a part of Mavs Sports Take. So a few of the things that people need to know out there. 14-team league, so it is a pretty big league. We are in the final 10 seconds countdown here, and we are doing a full PPR snake draft tonight, 15 rounds, traditional full-point PPR, if I forgot to mention that. And we are on the clock here, so we're going to go pick by pick here. Going to do some instant reactions. Going to do what we got going on here. I know it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So David Turner is joining us now. So we are good. And like I said, it is a relaxed situation tonight, David Turner. How are you, sir? Can you hear me? No, he can't hear me. It's okay, though, David. You get everything set up, sir. And then we're going to get this rocking and rolling. And, Dad, we are off here. Looks like, oh, this is moving fast already. So Jonathan Taylor off the board, the beast mode. We had Christian McCaffrey go off the board to 2 balls, 1 cup. Austin Eckler, Spartans for life. That is David Turner picking. And Joe's mind-blowing team selected Justin Jefferson. So we got Glow on the clock now with the 5th overall pick. So, Dad, I set the parameters for 30 seconds each pick, and these guys are not wasting any time, man, which I'd like to see. We're flowing fast here. Just went off the board. Number 5 overall to Glow team. Any surprises so far, Dad?
Can you hear me?
David!
No, not really.
Ryan, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I said yes. David, we are rapid fire here already, sir. We're already on pick 6, and we just started. This is moving fast already. Dalvin Cook just went off the board, number 6 overall to Alex Simpson's team. My man Declan just selected Derrick Henry with the 7th overall pick, coming off a little bit of an injury-riddled season, but still rattled off great production in the time he had. David, your first pick, Austin Eckler.
Yeah, I think Austin's prime and ready for a really fantastic season. I think he's ready to go. I think it will be an interesting one there with the Chargers and what they have going. So for me, I thought that was a no-brainer. It's going to be a high-scoring division. So for me, I was like, let's get some live legs going here and a motivated player in on the first draft pick.
Love it, man. I love it. So we have Jamar Chase just drafted by Double D. Looks like, Dad, who'd you just select?
Najee Harris.
You select Najee Harris with the first
Najee
round.
Harris.
Ooh.
Najee Harris is off the board.
You yes, my dad took him. He's on with us, by the way, David.
What's
How
that?
you doing?
What the heck? 1 second. Come on. Oh, I'm drafting now.
You are back to back.
And my thing's crashing, man. Need to pay this This bill
You
apparently
pay your internet bill.
it's a little. Me too, man.
I'm still getting all my stuff set up, so you got to give me a minute. I'm still like, because I have to reboot everything, so I'm over here creating stuff. I had it all set up to neat. I had draft boards and everything, and then all of a sudden my stuff crashed. So I'm like, oh no, I got to get it all reset up.
Unfortunately, my stuff just crashed too, so I need to figure this guy out here. But I am not. Oh, and then okay, cool. All right, so my first 2 picks, David, selected.
You went Joe Mixon and C.D. Lamb. I'm so glad you wasted a pick on C.D. Lamb. That was awesome. Thank you.
Why is that a wasted pick? Why is that a wasted pick? What?
Because he is a dropper. He is a dropper in a good way.
It's a dropper? What, did he have a lot of drops last year? Like he barely had any drops last year.
CD is without the supporting cast, people can now focus in on CD Lamb. I don't think that's going to be a solid pick. I think that's one that you're going to regret later. I think you are.
We'll see, man. I mean, he's going to have a bigger target share, obviously, with Amari Cooper out. So, I mean, last year he had 79 receptions for over 1,100 yards as a second option. So I would like to think that he's going to have a pretty solid third year coming up. But I guess we should see.
You would think, but that's not going to be the case, just so you know.
Okay. All right. All right.
What do we got? We got Fournette coming off the board. We got Mike Evans off the board. Nick Chubb just left the building.
Yep. Chubb did leave the building. Yep. This is moving fast, David. Slow process. It's moving fast.
People know who they want in the beginning. I told you in the beginning, people are going to know who they want, but it's later when people are going to, they're going to struggle a little bit. People are going to come off the board they weren't expecting, and boom.
Mm-hmm. Boom.
That 30 seconds is going to go fast. Oh, there goes the running back, Javonte Williams.
Okay. I expect Williams to have a nice breakout second year, I would think.
I think so, too. I think he's primed. He was one that I was looking to see if he would make it to me at that pick 26, but obviously he's not. Debo just got picked.
Yep. I'm surprised Debo didn't go a little higher, man.
Yeah, you know what? I think some people aren't sure what's going to come with Trey, how much Debo's going to get, so it's going to be kind of interesting what's going on there with him. Now it's my turn, huh? Oh, my goodness. Who do I have left? Oh, no. What do I want to do? Oh, I'm so beshoveled. I don't know what to do.
Pick somebody.
I think I'm going here. I'm going with T. Higgins, baby.
You make fun of my CD Lamb pick. All right.
T. Higgins, there ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of T. Higgins in your life.
Dad, are you scrambling a little bit, man? You okay with the pace here?
I'm okay.
Okay. You stay focused. Don't mind us. I know my dad has his notepad next to him.
It was so nice, and you should have seen all my screens.
Yeah.
Who's coming off the board? I can't see right now. I'm blind.
Looks like Mark Andrews just got picked. Looks like tight ends, Baltimore Ravens. Good player. So recapping, because I'm not going to screen share because it looks like it is slowing down my internet too fast, David. Last few picks, we just had Mark Andrews go off the board. You picked T. Higgins. Michael Pittman Jr. went off the board. Javonte Williams. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. I didn't even know I was up, and they picked Zeke Elliott for me. Oh, no.
Oh,
that is not what I wanted. Oh, my goodness. That's what happens when you got difficulties going on in the building. I got a player I didn't want. Anybody want to trade for him? Let me know.
Nope, I'm good.
This is not going as planned already.
Nope, certainly is not, sir. Certainly is not. You know what stinks, David? I know we talked about this a little bit. I think having the 14th overall pick isn't the worst thing in the world, but I hate having to wait now as long as I have to wait for my next pick. This stinks.
Yeah, no, I wish I knew I was up because I would have picked a totally different player. At that pick. I did not like Zeke this year.
Yeah. We'll figure it out, man. All right, we just had Jalen Waddle went off the board to Alex.
Waddle coming off
Jalen
early.
Waddle.
What is Alex?
Did he go before Tyreek?
Alex
Tyreek went
Simpson.
already. Yep.
I don't know. I don't think he did. Let me see here. Hold on. I go to wideouts. I don't think. Let's get the wideouts here.
You know what's becoming
I
apparent
guess
to me
Tyreek
already,
did.
David, is that what's apparent to me is that no matter what, my second running back is probably going to be weak. So I might want to just load up on pass catchers, I think.
All I know is that my internet and my screens over here, ever since that rainstorm just went through, are just messing with me big time. We just had a big rainstorm come through really quick right when we were going live. That's what I think busted up all my stuff, and boom. Now I'm just disheveled. My team's looking okay, but it's not where I want it so far. Through first three picks, I wish I was a little bit deeper here in my running back area, but it is what it is.
So my dad, who was on with this, David, just took Cam Akers, running back, LA Rams.
Cam Akers, that's a good pick. I think that's going to be a solid pick this year. I think Cam, again, coming in, having those receivers being solid the way they are, stays healthy. That's going to be a very good pick right there.
Yeah. Staying healthy is the key, like you said, but he is a very talented player when he is healthy. So we shall see. Oh, man, I'm up next. All right, love it, David. Love it. I actually don't have a bad second running back.
Off the board right in front of you, and so did Terry McLaurin. Oh, you took Eli Mitchell, you little sucker.
That's what I wanted, man. That's what I was hoping that he would last that long. All right.
Yeah, he wouldn't have if I didn't pick Elliott.
Let me see what I want to do here now.
He wouldn't have.
I hate that this clock. I hate how this clock goes this fast, man. All right, Cortland Sutton, give him to me.
Cortland Sutton over Robinson. I thought you would have taken Robinson there.
See, I just think Robinson's going to share the football too much, man. Like there's other.
You don't think Sutton's going to share with Judy? I mean, come on, bro.
I think Tim Patrick's out for the year already, right? And Jerry Jeudy is a good player, but like, yeah. Well, I think Cortland Sutton's going to be a big time target share guy in this offense. So we'll see.
I think he'll be a big time target share, but I think Judy's going to get his fair share too.
Yeah, he's had trouble staying healthy
Allen
the first 2 years.
Right there.
I went off the thing and showed players, and now I want to get back to
my dad's having some technical issues. I'm going to mute him while he's gone. You old folks in technology, man.
I think that storm rattled my freaking cages over here. Like literally, as we were going on, it was just dumping over here like big time.
You know, David, I'll tell you this. I thought my second running back wasn't going to be great, but I'm pretty happy with Joe Mixon and Eli Mitchell for where I'm picking, if I'm being honest.
I think you got two great running backs for where you're picking, being honest. I was going to take Mitchell. Mitchell was the one I wanted to take, but I got Elliott. And Mitchell was the one I had up on my board because I was going to take Mitchell and I was going to pair him with Austin Eckler and then have T. Higgins as a receiver and then fill in the receiver gap here. But
I did like your Austin Eckler pick because in a full PPR league, I mean, he's going to catch 1 million passes. So,
oh yeah, he's gonna be a weapon all over the field. I think. I really think.
Yep.
And he's gonna be motivated because last year, I mean, he just came in looking so good and then got hurt early. I think he's gonna be a very motivated person this year. We've only seen a couple quarterbacks go off the board, so we'll see what happens here coming up.
Joe just texted me, David, and was like, "Wait, did the draft start?" Yes, Joe. The draft.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for participating. Thanks a lot. All right. What do we got? Michael Thomas came. DJ Metcalf off the board. Uh-oh.
Dad, you good?
I'm good.
I saw you got David Montgomery. It's a good pick. Good player.
Solid.
Solid player.
And at this point, that's about as good a running back as you're going to get. So, Joe just said, "Why didn't you text me, Joe?"
Sorry, Joe. Didn't know I was your parent. Didn't know I had to open up and make sure you were on time for something that you only got 4 emails about today.
Yeah. I sent it. I sent an email pretty early this morning too, man. Like, was it just?
That's what I'm saying. You sent
10
plenty of
minutes
emails today, so I mean, everybody had to know.
Yep.
Oh, Justin Herbert off the board. AJ Dillon gone. Look at this. Joe's mind-blowing team. AJ Dillon, huh, Joe? That's your mind-blowing team. Good job, buddy. Oh, is it me? I'm drafting. Look at me. I'm drafting. I got to pay attention to me.
David just texted me and said, "How do you even join?" Oh God.
Oh boy. Oh boy,
You're
Joe.
cut. You're cut.
You want you? No.
All right. So we got now Beast Mode is up. David, I have to wait 14 more damn picks for my next pick. This is awful.
That's what happens when you try to get those back-to-backs. Kyler Murray just gone. Oh, George Kittle off the board.
Man, people are taking quarterbacks early too. Earlier than I usually tend to like to draft quarterbacks.
Yeah, but you never know. I mean, there's quarterbacks that are still there.
Oh no, there's a lot. It's just I just didn't want the run to start this early.
Yeah. Gabriel Davis, one of my favorites from last season. Everybody knows that. Love Gabriel Davis. I thought 57 might be a little high, but man, I do love that.
Little high.
I love that receiver. He's gonna have a monster year. I think he's one of my breakout players for this year.
I think he's gonna have a good year too, but that is a little high. You're up, David, by the way. Just giving you that quick heads up.
And by the way, boom. Check that out. Check that.
Joe Burrow. See, that's why I didn't want the quarterback.
Joey B,
that's
baby.
Exactly why.
Joey
exactly
B
why I didn't
in
want
the
it to start.
house.
That's exactly why I didn't want it to start, man.
Joey B in the house. Let's go.
Oh, someone just looked Darren Waller. I'm going to be on the wrong side of this quarterback and tight ends run that we got going on here.
You know what? There's always a tight end that shows up later in the season you're going to find and pick up. So I wouldn't get too crazy with the tight ends. There's plenty of them there. You will have to, when it's coming up on your pick, you're going to have to pick a quarterback with one of your next 2 picks or you're going to be ass out. But, I mean.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you're going to have to pull the trigger on a quarterback. But, other than that, man, you're in good shape. You're in good shape right now.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Harris. How do we feel about Damian Harris? I don't know if Damian Harris is going to hold that spot or if Stevenson is going to wind up taking it from him.
I never like to draft. I personally never like to draft.
Marquise Brown. Oh my God. I can't. Who's this? Alex? I can't support that one.
So this is just getting me quarterbacks.
Oh, my dad's yelling in the background.
There goes Josh.
About something.
Josh Jacobs. I was trying to wait for him. Who just did that to me? Double D, you just took Josh Jacobs. I'm coming for you. Double D. There goes Stafford, baby. Raymond's Fins. Is that your dad?
Yes.
Your dad just snatched your quarterback on you, bro. Like he just slid it on you and said, "No, son. I'm Mutomboing you. You cannot have your quarterback."
All right, relax.
Chase Edmonds gone. I like that pick.
Wow.
Zach, that's a good
Dude,
pick.
he just can't. He's a good player, but he can't stay healthy, man.
I know, but in that offense, I think he's going to wind up being dynamic. That was a good pick. Good pick.
I just don't know if he's healthy. I know exactly who I want, David. I already got my next pick ready.
You got your 2 back-to-backs ready?
Not back to back, so I definitely have one though. So it'll give me a little.
Well,
bit
you
of
got
time.
back-to-back picks, 70 and 71, so you better be ready. Brandon Ayuk. This is gonna be an interesting year for Brandon Ayuk this year. I don't know how he's gonna do. I'm kind of curious about him. I don't know what kind of year he's gonna have this year.
Yeah.
Oh, Schultze's off the table. You're up, Bubba. You're up, big boy. What are you gonna do,
I don't think you're gonna love this
Irishman?
pick.
What are you gonna do? Nice T-shirt, by the way. It's a nice T-shirt you got on tonight, there, Ryan.
I took Dak Prescott.
You took Dak. Ooh, interesting pick. And then you came back with Dallas
To pair him with CD. That's my thought
That's
process
interesting.
there.
That is interesting. Because on our
And
show
honestly,
a couple weeks ago, you weren't a big Dak guy.
I'm not a big Dak guy, but he's going to put up numbers. There's no doubt. I mean, he had an year last year, and he threw like 37 touchdowns. So
Juju Schuster. Oh, Alex, I will get behind that pick. That's a good pick right there. I had him on my potential board to draft at my pick, and you slid in there and you stole him from me, you little sucker.
all right,
Sucker. I like that pick right there. Juju Schuster's a good pick. Oh, there goes Stevenson. Yeah, I think that was a little early for him. But I think he could have a monster year. Absolutely. Tom Brady off the board.
Quarterbacks. I don't understand. I want to get that.
Dad, there's a down arrow. If you click the down arrow, it'll show you other positions. You didn't hear me. Did you hear me, Dad?
What's that, Ryan? No, I didn't hear you.
If you hit the down arrow, it'll show you other positions. There's a down arrow probably to the left. That says position. You hit the down arrow, then it'll.
Who's next?
My dad's
Rashad
up.
Bateman off the board. Ooh. Bateman off the board. Okay. Is that having a stogie over there?
What? Oh, that's my mom's cigarette smoke.
I was just messing around. I thought Dad lit up a victory cigarette already. I said it's a little early there. A little early for that. Be lighting up the victory cigars just yet. Eli Moore. That's one of your guys. That's one of your little guys you like.
Elijah Moore? He's not one of my guys, but he's
like
I think he's gonna.
That's your buddy right there.
He's gonna get a lot of receptions in that Jets offense. I think he's gonna have a lot of catches.
You like that little guy. Gesicki. Oh, Double D. You can have him. He's a pansy. I'll never draft Gesicki. You broke my heart before, but you could have that one. That was a good token. Double D.
David hates tight ends that don't block.
I do. If you can't hit people, you can't be on my team. Can't happen. I don't even care if it's fantasy. If you're not hitting people, you can't be on my team. Clyde Hilaire gone. Clyde Hilaire has left the building.
They can have him.
I thought he was going to be I think he's going to have good numbers this year, buddy.
I mean, if he's the main guy.
Good numbers.
If he's the main guy, we'll see. I feel okay with. I need to get a solid backup wide receiver and running back, and then I feel fine. Feel good here, David. I feel good.
You should. You're looking pretty good right now. Except, I just kind of was interested in what you got going with the Dak Prescott pick because I know you're not a big Dak guy.
It's fantasy football, man.
Chris
I'm not
Godwin,
attached to players I like.
Pick. Godwin's an interesting pick. We'll see what he looks like coming back from the ACL.
If he's healthy, man. If he's healthy, he's a really good player.
Mm-hmm.
Joe's mind-blowing team's on. I wonder if he's actually picking for himself. Guess not. Trey Lance. Uh-oh.
Hold on. I gotta think about this next pick here. I got a couple options. I think I gotta go this way though. I think I gotta go this way.
One has a star. If you would click on the store when it's your turn.
I had to go with Zach Ertz. The Ertz.
They have it.
Wait, you went with Ertz, you said?
Yeah, I had to go with Ertz, man. The tight ends were getting depleted. I had to get Ertz in there.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to I I didn't really want to take Dallas Goedert that early, but like the tight ends were just going so fast, man. Like you had to do it, you know. They started that
Yeah,
run
no, I hear you.
super
And
early, for
especially
whatever
when you're on
reason.
that back-to-back pick like that. You got to be careful with that back-to-back pick like that.
Oh man, I know my next
You
pick,
gotta-
David. If he lasts, I don't think he's going to last, but we'll see.
Oh, you got a long way to go, buddy. I wouldn't even make up your mind yet.
Oh, I'm not. Darnell Mooney's a good pick there. Now David's on the clock.
Am I on the clock?
Yep. Starting
Oh,
for
here
life.
we go. I got it. I'm up. I got you.
Devin Singletary?
Went with Singleton. No Singleton. Yeah. Yeah, that
It's
offense
all right.
is gonna be it's gonna be rocking and rolling, bro.
Yeah.
And he's my swing guy. He's gonna be my WRT. So, you know, I'm not leaning on him 100%, but at the same time, he's gonna put up some numbers, rushing, receiving, and we're gonna rock and roll with him right there. I mean, I got a pretty solid team. The only one I'm disappointed in is Elliott. You know, I would have taken. I literally had your running back up, huh?
You were loving Zeke Elliott a couple weeks ago when we did the live stream.
Dude, I was going to take. Yeah, I literally had him up. If I realized it was my pick, you would not have that running back from San Francisco. He was coming to me. So, but it's okay. We're good. Dameon Pierce is a good pickup there, Joe. Dameon Pierce is a good pickup because Damien's going to, I think, have a big year. That there's not the greatest defenses in that division, other than the Colts, really. So I think he's going to have a good year. Adam Thielen, nice little pickup there. TJ Caution, I don't know if he's going to have a good year. Cordell
he had a decent year last year.
That's an interesting. I really like Cordell Patterson a lot. It's just going to be kind of interesting how they use him this year. But I think he's going to put up some big numbers. I think it's going to be harder to focus on him. The tight end is going to mature. It's going to be interesting. And that rookie kid, London, right, that you like that kid
Drake
a lot.
London,
Yeah.
I do like him. Naheem Hines just went to Double D. She got the pass-catching running back in Indianapolis.
I don't know if he's going to put up big numbers. That's kind of early for Hines. It's kind of early. I like him, but I just think there's other players that on the board that would put up better numbers for her right now.
The running back board is getting thin.
Yeah, Knox was a good pickup right there. I was thinking Knox or Ertz. That's what I was going between Knox or Ertz at my pick. I went with Ertz because I just think it's going to be more wide open out here in Arizona. So I had to pick him. But Knox is I think he's gonna feed on that in that offense there.
Russell Wilson just went off the board. So did Albert Okwuegbunam, tight end from Denver, just went off. Okay.
Penny.
Got some injury problems, but
Penny.
I like him.
Yeah, that running back room's getting thin.
Sure is.
You're gonna have to dig some out of there.
Yeah,
that got thin.
Who just went? Devonta Smith went.
Devonta Smith. Ooh, that's early too. Wow, I didn't think he would be there that early. I mean, there's other receivers on the board right now that are more interesting, but I like him. I think he's going to have a good year. Don't get me wrong, but I just didn't think he was going to.
All right, David. I just took wide receivers back to back: Tyler Lockett and Amari Cooper.
I like the Cooper pick. I do. I like the Cooper pick. I think he's underestimated. He's going to get a ton of targets this year. Absolutely, for sure. Lockett, I think it was a little early. There might have been a better receiver here instead of Lockett right now, just right now. But again, Lockett's going to get his targets, obviously. I just don't know which quarterback's going to be throwing to him. And that offensive line still does not look great up there. So that's going to be in trouble.
You know the debate I was having internally, David? I was like, could I take one of these shot in the dark running backs, or would I take a good wide receiver? Like that was my internal debate, you know. Like I'll take Tyler Lockett over.
The Buffalo defense, is that the first
Gordon.
defense off the board? I think the first defense just came off
the
board.
Why are we drafting defenses so early?
Buffalo and Tampa Bay are both off the board.
Dad, was that you? Did you just draft Tampa?
I did not.
I think you did. Raymond Spins. You did.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I missed my pick.
Oh, well, there you go.
And who we got? Yeah, Tampa Bay's there. Now we got boom. Christian Kirk off the board for double D. I'll be interested.
Just paid him a lot of money to be the guy, man. We'll see. They just paid him a lot of money.
I mean, I think he'll get a lot of targets. I think they're going to formulate the offense to get him targets. That's a good pick at 105. You know, at the value at 105, I think that's a good spot to start there. You know, Absolutely. I think she got value there.
Yeah, I actually like that pick. I'm not like the biggest fan of that contract they gave him, but like he's going to catch a lot of passes. So,
yeah, they're going to target. I mean, when you pay a guy that much, you got to target him, right? So he's going to get his share of targets.
Sure.
You know, I don't think he has the best hands, honestly, from watching him out here as many years as I've seen him out here. But again, he's going to get his targets, so he's going to get his opportunity. Chase
Claypool off the board to Declan.
That's early for Chase, the big boy, the Canadian Leaf. That's a Drake London. Alex is going with some rookies ready.
I respect it, man. I think he's going to have a good year. I really do.
I think it's going to be a better offense this year. You got Pitts on his second year. You know, they still got Patterson. Now you got London. Kadarius Toney. I don't know. He might be on the outs at the Giants. Kadarius Toney might be out on. I'm listening to me here. Kadarius Toney might be on the outs on the Giants, so that might not be the pick there for him.
Kenneth Walker,
right, I hate to do it. I hate to do it, but I got to pull the trigger here just so I can get him. So I got to go here. I got to go with the Indianapolis defense.
Yuck! Taking defense is way too early, sir.
I had to because people were making the runs, and you know what? I liked Indianapolis. I like Tampa Bay. I really wanted Buffalo, but the only other defense that I'm really liking this year that I would have drafted would have been New Orleans. So with just one or two sitting there, I had to go with them.
I already know what running back I'm going to take next. Just hopefully he's there.
Yeah, I think you and I might be looking at the same one, being honest. And he won't be there.
Tell me who it is.
No, because I picks in like 2 picks. I'm not going to tell people I'm picking it. I'll tell you after I pick them.
They might not even be listening, David. They might not even be listening.
People always listen to me talk. What are you talking about?
Sure.
Tyler Boyd, wide receiver. So all 3 Cincinnati wide receivers are gone. Chris Olave's gone. Oh wow, we're seeing some good. We're getting into the receiver depth charts here now. We're going deep into the depth charts here at receiver right now.
Yeah.
All right, here's your surprise of mine right here. Ready?
Okay.
Boom. Brian Robinson Jr., running back, Alabama.
You took him? You took him?
Yep.
Yeah, you can have him.
I honestly think he's going to have a heck of a year there at the Washington Commanders. I do.
I think that I think they're kind of stupid if they're going to play him more than Antonio Gibson, but that's just my opinion.
Well, I think Gibson might get nicked up. That's why they go that way. But this running back room in here for our draft is thin right now, brother. So there wasn't much.
Sure is.
So I had to get a guy that I think is going to get some decent run during the year.
Pat Freiermuth off the board as well as James Cook. I like Pat Freiermuth, David. I think he's going to have a nice
I think Pat Freiermuth is going to have a heck of a year. That was a tight end that if I went later like this, I would have definitely taken him for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, man. This is getting tough. This is getting tough, David.
It's going to get there really quick, brother. It's getting thin.
I had to take a running back with my next pick, and there's just a lot more question marks than answers.
Yes, there are. For sure.
But we will figure it out, like we always do. Justin Tucker, first kicker off the board.
Wow, pick 121, kicker off the board.
I think my dad's having some trouble with the drafting stuff because I don't think he meant to draft a kicker that early. Just shaking his head. Yep, having
He's just
trouble.
shaking his head like, no, definitely did not.
I put him on mute just in case there's some cursing in the background about the frustrations.
You know, it's our show. We don't care if there's cursing. Let him off. Let him go.
Another kicker, Evan McPherson. Derek Carr comes off the board too.
Oh, Derrick
quick.
Carr off the board. Wow. Backup quarterback's going already?
Yeah, I'm about to take a backup quarterback too after this next pick.
Interesting. We got some interesting things happening inside this draft room right now. Absolutely. Absolutely interesting things. Kirk Cousins off the board.
I was going to draft Kirk Cousins there.
Oh, he got right in front of you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, there goes the Henderson machine. I see you.
Yeah,
you had to get a Ram on your squad.
Oh, yeah. You know. All right, I'm not going to force a quarterback then anymore. I'm going to figure that position out. I'm going to go this one, David, because I think Dalvin Cook gets banged up a little bit. So I'm going to take Alexander Madison.
And you know what? Even if he doesn't, that's going to be in that new offense they're going to run. That's going to be a solid position right there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I didn't want to draft like Justin Fields or something. You know, like I'll just wait on a backup quarterback. I'm fine.
Russell Gage off the board. Michael Carter off the board. Wow, we got some things. Rashad White off the board. Look at these things. People are running on these running backs. Goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness. What am I going to do with my pick? Man. I just don't know, man. Wow. I'm surprised. I've done a lot of mock drafts, and this one's not falling. Valdez Scanlon. Oh, I love that pick. Great pick. Who picked that? Zach, great pick there. He was on my potential board. Double D's going with Denver's defense. That's going to be hard, man. That division's so tough. I stayed away from that division on defense because they have so much talent at quarterback. I just don't know. I can't buy into that division right away with all that talent. Just and the AFC West is going to be fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Alex,
David, I know what I want to do.
Jarvis Landry off the board.
Yeah, you can have him.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I'm just saying it's interesting. They're going like I've done a ton of mock drafts. Sky Moore. Oh, someone was listening to NFL Live.
I like that pick.
They were talking about Sky Moore today on NFL Live. Someone was watching the fantasy show. I don't know who it was, but I'm telling you, I watched the same show. Who's GLO? GLO.
I don't know.
George Pickens. That's a decent pickup right there. I don't know who's gonna
season.
And then Devontae Parker. No, Joe can't have Devontae Parker. That's gonna be terrible. I'll take Matt Ryan though. I'll take Matt Ryan as my backup quarterback. I think Matt's gonna be he's gonna be a solid one this year. I think he's gonna have some good numbers. So definitely taking him as my backup. Where am I going now?
Oh, man, I still got 13 more picks until I pick, David. 13 more! Let's get this going.
Do I go kicker? Do I go running back? Where do I go? Oh, geez. I
know exactly where I'm going.
I think I got to go this route. I don't think I have much of a choice here. Because if I don't, it's going to get slim quick.
What'd you just do?
I haven't gone yet. I'm waiting. Here we go. I'm going kicker. Going Ryan from Tampa.
Matt Ryan? Does he still kick?
I took Matt Ryan before. No. I'm taking Ryan.
No. Oh, I was thinking about Matt Bryant. My apologies.
Oh, no. No, Ryan Scopo or whatever his name is. You know I'm going to mess that up.
Suck up. Stop being a suck up.
Yeah, well, that's what he's doing this time.
Sucking it up.
Suck it up, buddy. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Hmm.
Oh, there goes Aguilar. Good pick. Now that's a good pick. I was trying to sleep on that. I was going to pick him next round. I was hoping he was going to last for me next round. I didn't think someone was going to come in and get him at 144. I was thinking I was going to get him next round. That's a good pick. They're going to use him at the goal line a lot. That's a player they really like in Atlanta, and he's going to get some touches down in the red zone for sure. For sure. He's going to get his shot down there.
Looks like my dad's saying something. He's on mute. Say it again, Dad.
Talk about someone who drops the ball, and Nelson Aguilar is afraid of the ball.
That's very true. It's very true. Very true.
Garrett Wilson, my guy off the board. Alex just pulled him. Who did Double D pull? Oh, no, it was Deacon. Deacon got Tyler Higbee. And then Daniel Carlson's off from Double D. I see you.
What? Tyler Higbee's a very solid backup tight end. It's not a bad pick.
He's not talking.
All right.
What do we got? Jamal Williams just went for Raymond's Fins.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
That's not a bad pick right there. Not a bad pick at all.
He catches the ball a decent amount, and
Ryan, I think I know where you're
been-
going. I think I know where you're going for your backup quarterback.
Do you?
I think I do.
You can say it out loud. I don't care.
You're going to shock the world.
You think so?
I think you're going to shock the world.
Think I'm going to shock the world?
San Francisco's defense is off. Justin Fields. God bless you, Justin Fields. God bless you. That's going to hurt. That one's going to hurt. That's going to sting a lot. Julio. Deshaun Watson. Rise in draft. Going with the long play there for his backup quarterback. I like it. I thought that's where you were going. I was like, yeah, I could see him going, picking him. And Raheem Moister, really? Go with the Moister.
Yes, sir. Let's do it, man.
That's not a bad pick up there. I think, he'll be good in that offense too.
If he can stay healthy, man. If he can stay healthy, he's a good football player.
Healthy. He's a monster if he stays healthy.
Right now, he's the 5th running back on my roster. So if he hits, he hits. You know what he does, though, David? Raheem Mostert does this to me every time I have him. He has like 2 or 3 great games, and then he gets hurt. That's Raheem Mostert, man. That's Raheem Mostert. Dad, you're going to find out this year now he's on the Dolphins. 2 to 3 good games, and he's going to be on the shelf for like 4 or 5.
I don't know if you can.
Tony Michelle down there. They got Raheem Moister. They got
correct. What David said.
It's all right. I'll take the chance on the backup. It's fine.
No,
it's
worth
at this pick. Yeah, at this pick, what do I have to lose?
At this pick, what do I gotta lose? Most of these guys aren't even making my team. After week 2, I'm revamping my bench anyways.
Dave, you know what's awesome? We're less than an hour into this, and we're almost done.
That's what I said. 30 seconds is all people need. All people need is 30 seconds. And by the way, we're still got open trade talks about Zeke. If anybody wants Zeke, we're in open trade talks.
That's all you, Dad. You want Zeke?
Do I got to take his contract too?
You got to take everything. Just get him off my books. Jacoby Myers is off the board, and we got Tanyan's off the board. Tua went. Okay, Isaiah Pacho went.
I took Tua.
Herbert, Isaiah McKenzie. They're flying off the board. Look at that's what you know. What when you do a league like this with people that know this is it, man. This is how you do a league. People know what they're trying to do here. Folks are flying off the board. I love it. I love it. Have no idea who I'm taking next, but I love
it. Me neither, man. I guess I should pass the defense since everyone's drafting defenses so early. Jesus.
Christian Watson, the kicker, or no, is that the wide receiver? Oh my goodness, the wide receiver from Green Bay went Watson? Really?
That's him. That's him.
Oh.
People falling into the Senior Bowl hype, man. Falling into the Senior Bowl hype.
I didn't see that one coming. Let's see how Joe doesn't blow our mind here. Austin Hooper, tight end. Good job, Joe. I swear.
That sure doesn't blow my mind. That sure doesn't blow my mind at all.
But Nico Collins will this year.
I think Nico's
hype
gonna have a
down
decent
in
year.
Houston about Nico. A lot of hype.
Yeah,
down there.
I like him a lot. I do like Nico. New Orleans defense off the board. That's who I wanted with my next pick. I was going to take the Saints defense. That was
Dude,
my pick.
I like that pick. I think New Orleans in that division, they are going to be a really, really solid pick. That's going to be a good pickup for them.
Last 3 picks for me, David. I have got to get a backup tight end. I need a kicker and I need a defense. I'm done.
Ah, man, I gotta figure out my whole life in the next 3 picks. My life's flashing before my eyes here. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Hurry up.
It's not my pick yet. I'm still waiting.
Well, no, I'm just saying if you got to decide what you're doing with your life in 3 picks, I mean that's a lot. That's a lot to figure out.
Rough. I'm telling you. I mean, there's so much going on right now. You know, I'm almost gonna pick Kenyon Drake. I mean, that's how bad my life is right now.
who just got cut?
Exactly. But you know what? Instead, I'll just take Kenny Golladay. He's sitting there. I'll take Kenny. He's gonna get his targets. He's gonna get his targets deep in the draft at 171. He's gonna get his targets. Like, I
don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I mean, you got to go with people that are going to get their targets, and he's definitely going to get his targets. And that offense has not looked bad. I mean, they haven't even put it all on the field yet. It's not looked bad so far. I've watched both preseason games, as you know. I do that show with Patricia Trainer, and it does not look bad. It really doesn't.
Except that they don't have a quarterback, but let's not talk about this.
The offensive line is looking way better. That's going to help out everybody. That offensive line looking as good as it's looked, it's going to help out everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence is still there. Daniel Jones is still there. Jared Goff. What? No one wants Jared Goff? Come on. Throw the kid a bone. Green Bay's defense. That's a good defense, man, sitting there. You might want to go with Green Bay's defense, Ryan. It's staring you right in the face. They play Jared Goff twice a year.
That's where I'm going to go. That's where I'm going to go through there, David. Stop talking.
Twice a year.
That's where I'm going to go.
You know, I mean, Minnesota's going to be rough on you. But Green Bay,
I'm going to go with their defense.
The Green Bay defense, just sitting there looking at you in the face.
Mac Jones, past 4 picks.
People don't like Mac Jones anymore. What's going on?
That last pick, KJ Osborne, David, is actually a really sneaky good pick. He had a decent year last year. Sneaky.
He did have a decent year last year for sure. I just don't know with all the options they have there what he's going to get this year. You know, and then they get the tight end right after that. Irv Smith Jr. comes off just right after him. Josh Palmer, great pick there. Be more classy. A lot of hype. Tom Pelissero really likes that kid. When he left that camp, he texted me and he was telling me that kid looked good the day he was there. A lot of good hype there from them. Tennessee's defense is off the board. I'm sorry, Alex. I'm sorry. Oh, there goes the Green Bay defense. That a boy, Ryan. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger.
Oh yeah. All right, I'm taking a little bit of a shot in the dark here, David, because I just heard a good report about this guy.
Hey, that is a good shot. That is a good shot. Absolutely. You know,
backup tight ends. I heard Joe Burrow was speaking his praises the other day. So
yeah, I already got enough Bengals on my roster. I can't pull any more. But I think Bengals are primed for another good year, so I like it. I got some interesting combos on bye weeks already. What am I gonna do here?
All I need is a kicker, man. I feel good. Just a kicker, and I feel good.
Ooh, go with the coup. Go with coup.
Who?
Coup.
Oh, Coup. Is he still available?
Is he still here?
He is.
Yep.
Yeah, he is. I don't know, man. I might go with Robbie Gold, man. He's been around forever. He's just been
Robbie's a solid pick, too. I'm kind of surprised Robbie hasn't gone yet. I'm kind of surprised. Corey Davis? Oh, I can't get behind that pick. That offense is going to be awful. Oh, the Hardman pick is good. Be more classy. You've had some good picks in a row here. I don't know who you are, but that's some good picking right there. You've had a couple in a row. Oh, someone snuck in and took Dotson in front of me, you little sucker. I was going for him.
Dotson was still there?
Dotson was sitting there. No one was talking about him. I was like, okay, here, I'm going to slide in. I'm going to grab him. I'm going to be quiet about it. Nobody's going to know. But no, Zach, you had to screw me up. You had to come in and screw me up. I'm coming after you, Zach. That's inappropriate. It was one of my heart throbs from all season last year. I loved him at Penn State, and I was like so excited to get him on the team. And now you screwed it up. I'm over here talking kickers with Ryan, trying to help him out. See what I get? Backdoored. I got backdoored. All right, now what do I do? All right, I got to figure my life out again. I got a pick coming up. What do I do? Oh, I can't go that route. Sorry, went that route. All right, I'm going back up tight end. I think he's going to have a phenomenal year. Everett, baby. Yeah, I think he's going to have a phenomenal year at the Chargers. I do. I think he's going to have a phenomenal year. Oh, I got another pick coming up. What am I going to do? Oh, this is hard decisions here.
Dad, you going to take Jake Elliott? Throw that guy a bone.
I am not.
Oh, man. Which of these terrible kickers should I take, David?
I told you, take Koo, baby.
I almost want to take Rodrigo Blankenship just because of the rec specs.
No, take Koo.
Is Koo good? I don't even know if Koo's good.
Take the Koo.
Marvin Jones
Jr. My last pick, I got to go with a rookie. I told myself I was going to go with the rookie. I'm going with the rookie. I'm taking the rookie.
Alec Pierce?
Yep. I told myself my last pick I was going to take a rookie somewhere. This is it. That wasn't the one I was thinking I was going to take. Trust me, Dotson I thought was going to be my last pick. I thought that was going to be him. I was going to come in with him and get him as my last pick. But, Joe took Koo. You can't even take Koo. Joe took him.
What a hack.
Mo Alley.
You probably didn't even take him.
What a
Brandon McManus. Oh, there goes Trevor Lawrence.
Double D Cups back up.
Double D Baker Mayfield. She comes in with Baker Mayfield at the end. Named the starter yesterday. Baker Mayfield.
Good for him.
Slides in. Sony Michel. Gosh, you guys all love the running back core down there in Miami.
It's because you have no idea who's going to get the ball.
I don't know who's going to play, but y'all love them. Philly's defense, that's a good slide in. I think they have a chance. New England's defense, I know you need one right now, but I don't know about that one.
I think it pains me to say, but I think the Eagles' defense is actually be pretty decent this year.
All right, last pick, Ryan. What do you got? Sammy Watkins just came off the board.
Nick Folk, baby.
I didn't see it. Who'd you go with?
Nick Folk.
Oh, Nick Folk. Okay. All right. Well, that's it. Look at that. We got everything done by 6:22, baby.
Or 9:22 in Eastern time because that counts more than Pacific time. But
hey, baby, that's the way we draft around here. Everybody got their squads. Everybody's on the board. Zeke Elliott is on the trade blocks.
So, all right. Well, let's since we got three people in here. Let's go one by one to close us out here, and we'll give some final thoughts. Dad, I'm going to start with you. I know that you had some trouble and you had a lot of auto drafts, but I'm going to read your team off, and you give me your instant reaction to your team, okay? Mm-hmm. So you have Matthew Stafford as your quarterback, Mike Evans, Elijah Moore as your wide receivers. Running backs are Saquon Barkley and Cam Akers. Tight end is Dawson Knox. Backup running back is David Montgomery. You have Justin Tucker as your kicker. Tampa Bay defense, Hunter Henry, backup tight end. Jamal Adams, backup running back. Tua Tagovailoa, backup quarterback. Samaje Perine, running back. Evan Ingram, tight end. And running back Sony Michel.
I didn't make 4 of those picks. So my tight
Anything more?
ends, I have 3 tight ends, and I only need 1 basically. So not a great night. So.
All right.
What I did is I switched over to the show to look at the first few picks, and it took me a while to get back on to what players were being taken.
Gotcha. Well, we have another person, Michael, my cousin, my dad's nephew, who is in the chat. So what's up, guys? This is Michael. If we want to go real quick, Michael, I'm going to read off your team. And if you want to give me just your general thoughts about your team in the chat, we'd love to hear it. So Michael's team, David, and you give your instant analysis on this as well. Josh Allen, A.J. Brown, Gabriel Davis, Jonathan Taylor, Tony Pollard, George Kittle, Hunter Renfrow, Matt Prater, Dallas defense, Tyler Boyd, Chris Olave, Kenneth Gainwell, Gus Edwards, Jalen Tolbert, and Robbie Anderson. Actually, a pretty good team, if I'm being completely honest.
Well, yeah, I mean, anytime you got Jonathan Taylor paired with Josh Allen, right? I think that's going to be in George Kittle. Like, that's all pretty good. I don't know about the Hunter Renfrow at the WRT. That's the one question mark I'm looking at right now. Dallas's defense.
He's going to catch a lot of passes, though. He's going to catch a lot.
I know,
and
in that offense, he's going to catch a lot of passes. I'd rather see a better running back in that situation, but I don't see a better running back on his roster. I like having the 3 running back system when I'm doing my system here. So having 3 running backs going gives you more points, in my professional opinion, on that. But he's going to get a ton of targets, absolutely. And, Kittle with Trey Lance being the guy. Now, Tony Pollard as your second running back there, I think you need to find another starting running back. That's the one area I might have a big question mark on this team. Though you do have Jonathan Taylor, you don't have a solid second running back.
Well, the good news is, David, is that you say Ezekiel Elliott's on the trade block, so maybe you can get both Dallas running backs.
You could definitely call me if you want to trade Jonathan Taylor for Zeke. You got it, 100 straight up.
Yeah.
You got it.
And Michael's rebuttal, David, he just said, I usually like to have more running backs, but it's hard to find them with my second pick being at 28, which is a fair point. It's a fair point.
It's a fair point. But guess what? That's why we're draft masters. And did you see the week 1 lineups? They got Ryan and I facing off week 1.
I'm gonna spank that ass, dude. Spank that ass.
You bet. You're not. You're not. Don't even try. You already know.
Let's go to David Turner's team. Let's go to David Turner's team and get his instant analysis. So David Turner's team: Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Jerry Jeudy, Austin Eckler, Ezekiel Elliott, Zach Ertz, Devin Singletary, Ryan Suckup, Indianapolis's defense, Brian Robinson Jr., Matt Ryan, Nico Collins, Kenny Golladay, Gerald Everett, and Alec Pierce. Your thoughts, David Turner, on your team that you have drafted tonight?
I'm surprised with some of my picks. There's a few of these people on this team that I didn't pick the whole time that I was picking, but wherever the board was when they fell to me, I had to make the move, and I'm extremely ecstatic to get Zach Ertz. I think Zach Ertz is going to have a monster year this year. I really like Eckler pick. Jared Jeudy, I think, is going to have a solid year, and they open up against Seattle. So, I mean, come on. I mean, both you and I are going to have great receiver play there on week 1 because you got Sutton and I got Jeudy, so it's going to go through the roof, right? I like my Higgins pairing with Burrow because I think Higgins is going to get a lot of targets. I think it's going to be a really good season for T. Higgins. So pairing him with Joe Burrow, getting points doubled up there is good for me. I don't know if my bench is as strong as I would like. I love my backup quarterback, Matt Ryan, because, again, like week 1, they're playing Houston. So, I mean, look at this. I could even play Matt Ryan against Houston week 1 and sit Joe Burrow because he's playing Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh's pass rush is something to be thought out. So, I like having that option because Matt Ryan is such a weak division. To be able to play him on some weeks when they have these matchups against Houston and Tennessee, I think it's going to be really a good thing for me.
All right, well, David, I'm going to read off my team real quick and just give my analysis of it. So I have Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Cortland Sutton, Joe Mixon, Elijah Mitchell, Dallas Goedert, Amari Cooper, Nick Folk, Green Bay's defense, Tyler Lockett, Darrell Henderson, Alexander Madison, Deshaun Watson, Raheem Mostert, and Hayden Hurst is my team. So the thing that I don't like, David, is that I have a lot of players that are on the same bye week, which is tough. So week 9 is going to be tough sledding for me just off of what I'm looking at right now. What I do like is that I feel like I didn't force the running back pick in certain spots. So I got, I think, really good depth at wide receiver. I think going from CeeDee Lamb, Cortland Sutton, and then mixing in Amari Cooper and Tyler Lockett, I think that's really good depth at wide receiver. And I'm just look, I feel like I don't have anybody on my roster that is a 25 point per game guy, but I think it's a pretty good spread out type of team. I think I have a lot of players that are going to score 15 to 18-ish points, right? So I think the balance of my team is what I like personally. But we will see.
Absolutely. I like the balance of your team, but Eli Mitchell should have been my running back. I had him lined up, ready to go. I don't know how I got Zeke. I really don't. Zeke wasn't even on my board. But yeah, I like Joe Mixon in Eli Mitchell there. I like Dallas Goedert. I think Philly's going to have a good year, especially with the way their division is weak, and then the other opponents that they have lined up. I think they have a really good schedule, and Goddard's going to have a good numbers this year. Green Bay defense, I think you stole one there. I think Green Bay is going to have a good defense this year. You and I talked about that on the show when we were going through the division. I think not a lot of people are talking about that defense, but they've been drafting young players there, and it's going to be good. And like you said, Tyler Lockett and who's the other receiver you got? Cooper. Amari Cooper. Yeah. I think that's going to be solid for you. Again, I would like you to maybe slide one of your running backs up into that WRT spot just for week 1, especially if you think Madison's going to get some run against Green Bay. I don't know. You might, Cooper week 1. You got Carolina's defense. You might want to leave him there.
All right, so we have.
As I'm wearing my Carolina Panthers t-shirt.
Michael put in the chat, David, the plus side to Zeke is good old Jerry will make sure he gets his money worth as he runs Zeke into the dirt. So you'll get your money's worth of touches, apparently.
Matt said Matt says review be more classy. I guess that's Matt's team. He's also, I can tell him he's wrong.
All right, so let's do that. Last one that we're going to do tonight. Again, David and Pops, appreciate you guys for sticking with us. David, last team, and then you tell me your instant analysis. So, Matt's team, be more classy. Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, Terry McLaurin, J.K. Dobbins, Ramondre Stevenson, Travis Kelce, Brandon Ayuk, Rady Bullock at kicker, San Francisco defense. Oh, is this a Bay Area guy, David? Seems like a Bay Area guy 100%. To me. Rashad Penny, Robert Woods, Michael Carter, Isaiah McKenzie, Josh Palmer, and Mecole Hardman.
I like the Derek Carr at quarterback. I really do with Devontae Adams. I think they're going to pay off for him big there. I really do. I think that's going to be a big payoff this year because that's a division that it's going to be a track meet. I mean, you look at all the offensive weapons and people in that division, it's going to be going up and down the field. Terry McLaurin, we'll see what happens with Carson Wentz. But again, they have a weak schedule. They really have a favorable schedule for Terry to have a big year. So that's a solid pick. J.K. Dobbins, it's all about health, right? If he can stay healthy, he's going to have a monster year. I think eventually Stevenson has a chance to take over for Harris. So another really solid pick. I had Stevenson targeted for one of my picks, and he got him in front of me. Like I said, when he picked him, I don't know if Ayuk's going to have a really good year, but you got a bench here with Robert Woods is probably going to get a ton of targets in Tennessee. You have Palmer, who I've really heard some great things about, and Hardman. So you got 3 solid bench players there at receiver. Michael Carter at the Jets, I don't know what's going to happen there. That offensive line looked terrible last night when I was watching it. I watched both their preseason games. I don't think that Jets offensive line is going to open holes for anybody but defensive players. So, that's going to be really hard to run through with them. So we'll see if they can gel and get it together. But from what I've seen out of that early here with the Jets defensive line, I just don't see it right now. Or offensive line. Sorry, offensive line.
And our last comment of the night from Michael: wouldn't surprise me if Carr was an MVP candidate this year. They got a little bit of a hot take there. I mean, we'll see what happens. He's certainly got a great receiver now
Well, he's got Adams, Waller. I mean, he's got Jacobs running the ball. That was another one I targeted for my team. I didn't get him, but I really wanted Jacobs because I thought he's going to have a really good year. And Josh McAdams' system is better for running backs than he gets credit for. So whoever got Jacobs, if you want to trade for Zeke, let's go. I'll give you Zeke. That's fine. Anybody want Zeke?
Well, that is
anybody?
Nobody wants him. We have crickets in this chat, Dave. We have crickets. But maybe David Turner can try to finesse some way here. But again, this is Mad Sports Take, episode 95, our first ever live fantasy draft. We wrapped up, David, in only an hour and 6 minutes, which is fantastic time, to be honest with you. So, as we always do, Dad, I should start here. Thank you so much for joining the live with us. We really appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Roberts. We appreciate you coming in.
No problem at all. Enjoyed it.
All right. And I will say this, everybody out there, good luck on second place. Appreciate you all so much. David, last word of the night as you take a look. Are you staring at me? At the future champ of the Mad Sports Take Fantasy League. What is the final word of the night, sir?
I'm going to say this. The sleeper that you need to watch out for, because I'm not asleep and I'm coming right at you with a shotgun blast. But the sleeper team that I'm looking at, I'm just reviewing these rosters real quick. Double D had some help, and she better tell me who helped her because she had some help here. She got Patrick Mahomes, Chase, Michael Thomas, Chubb, and Jacobs, Gesicki, Carlson, Hines, Denver's defense, Christian Kirk's on the bench. I mean, she had some help here. I love you to death, Double D, but you had some help.
I'll say this about that team. If Michael Thomas is healthy, then that's a really good team. That's a big if. I mean, he barely played the last 2 years, but if he's healthy, that's a good team.
With Mahomes, Chase, Chubb, and Jacobs, and Gesicki, I mean, and then Hines as her WRT. I mean, it's solid. It is a very solid start to it. And with 14 teams, and we did 14 teams, we got it done in under an hour drafting. Everybody, I'm just going to applaud the effort for being ready, being prepared. And I wish everybody a good fantasy team and league this year because this is going to be fun. We're going to talk trash. Whoever's the winning point total is coming on Map Sports Take the next week so we can talk about your team and give you some love. We're going to do a 10-minute section every week on Map Sports Take on Tuesday nights just so we can talk a little fantasy, talk about the upcoming week and the past week with the winner of the week with the best point total. If it's one of us, if it's Ryan or myself, we'll take the next one down from there because Ryan and I, we just talk about ourselves way too much, especially Ryan. So if you are following us, you got some picks in, you got a little love. Come check out our fantasy draft picks. And week 1 is for bragging rights for the rest of the season because it's Ryan versus DT, and he's going to get his ass handed to him.
I can't believe the schedule worked out like that, man. I can't believe
I just opened it up to see who my first week opponent was, and boom, it's you.
Hey, man. I'm here for all the smoke. Thank you again, everybody, a part of the league, for being here with us, for everyone behind the scenes that made this possible, and for some fun this season. Only a couple weeks away from real NFL football. Thank you all. Make sure to go check out Mav Sports Take on every podcast platform. Drop a review, leave a 5-star rating. Everything is very appreciated. We will see you all next week to talk the business side of sports with a little